Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikki here, and today I have finally finished my Hobonichi Weeks setup for 2021. So I thought I'd give you a little flip through of what I will be using for the start of the year. So I have this gorgeous hot pink traveler's notebook cover that I managed to buy off a D-Stash page. And seeing it is summer here in Australia, we've gone with a bit of a beachy, summery theme because I love all things mermaid. So I have gorgeous glittery mermaid charm on here and a few little pretties on the side. That includes another mermaid and some scales and a cute little pearl drop that's actually made with real freshwater pearls that I made. Sticking with the beach theme. And inside we have a pocket full of summery mermaidy things. I've just put in a couple of cute bows, a little planet clip, which is a monstera leaf, some little clips that are actually on a piece of card to keep them in place that I picked up years ago. I have some cute little sticky notes that are again on a little piece of card to keep them in place. This is just some backing paper that I got from a collection of die cuts that I bought last year. And I've popped a little saying on here, seashells, sand and sunshine. And I have a little pen board that has mermaid scales on it. And I also made this little holder here, which has some gorgeous hollow simply gilded shell stickers, plus a few other beachy ones. And I think that's also a simply gilded bow that I've put up the top there. Now, this particular, when I bought this cover, it came with this notebook, which is simply lots of lovely blank white pages that I can use for scribbling notes. I've also got a little gorgeous little bookmark here that is also hollow. Might be a little, oh yes, the camera might be catching that. So I can use that as I start to fill up these pages. And I have just put a few mermaidy / beachy theme die cut stickers on the front of that just for fun. Then I have this little plastic folder that I have had forever, and I honestly don't even know where I got it. I popped this cute simply gilded card in here because that sort of looks very nice and summery to me, and I adore summer. I haven't really got anything in those yet. Don't know what I will put in there, but pardon me. I have this little pad that I got from Daiso, and it's great when I'm stamping. It provides a nice stable platform under the page so that I get nice clean stamp marks. And then in this pouch part, I have got a collection of mini stickers, which are the perfect size to use in a Hobonichi because they don't take up too much space. Especially when it comes to monthly pages. Sometimes I like to just add a few little fun stickers. So this is my little collection of tiny ones that I have. I've also got some transparent dots in a few different sizes. Oh look, these are just all different ones that I have collected over the years. They're all mini, so I've popped them all in there. I don't even know where I got half of those from. And of course, there's a giant free printable with my name on it that I have had for ages as well. And I just popped that in there. And the reason why I love this particular cover is that my Hobonichi Week slides perfectly into this back pocket with plenty of room to spare. And I've got a gorgeous Planners Anonymous pen because I think it just goes with my beach theme beautifully. So we'll just move that out of the way for a minute. So here is my weeks. I actually have the black and white striped one, but I don't really care what my cover looks like because I always use scrapbooking paper or something pretty, and I create a cover that matches the season. So this is my little summary version. That's actually a photo of the ocean. I've put a gorgeous hibiscus on the back, and I just cut out this little saying, take time to stop and enjoy the little things. That was on a sheet of scrapbook paper. So there we go. I've just made myself a cover. And then of course, once autumn comes along, I will simply make a new one to match the season and of course change my cover. So at the start, I liked this sort of brown tone, and so I stuck with that and just added down some coffee related deco because I adore coffee. It's my fuel, it's my need in life. So I thought that was a good thing to fill in just a little bit of deco on the front cover. Now, I also have covered up all the pages I don't use. So for example, the calendar, the yearly calendars, never touch them. So for the last 2 years I went, well, I've never used them, why start now? So what I've done instead, this is my word of the year. It is surrender. I need to learn to stop planning and trying to solve all the problems of the world and getting myself so stressed about the hows. And I read a very interesting chapter in a book all about surrender and just letting go and getting into the flow. So that's my goal for the year, is to stop all the hard work and try and make life a little bit easier. So this is my reminder. I just adored this picture. It's like when you head out on a cruise ship, you know you will get to where you need to go, but you don't have to figure out how that's going to happen. Someone else can do that. So this was just the most beautiful picture, and I've just stuck the word surrender on there in some gorgeous little hollow stickers that I had in my stash. So that's a great reminder. My word of the year. I will see it all the time, every time I open up my planner. Then I can't remember what was underneath here, but whatever it is, I don't use those either. So I created a little vision board, just a lovely little selection of pics of things I want to focus on and receive in 2021. So I thought a little vision board was a perfect way to fill up that space. Then this is another page that I've never used in the past because I couldn't think of anything I wanted to track. So what I've done, I have filled it with world days. And I find these quite fun to use for social media posting ideas and also for my journaling. If I really have nothing interesting that I want to journal about, but look, it's World Stationery Day, that gives me something that I can journal about. So I just wrote down all the ones that actually appeal to me, and I just thought this was a really, really good place to have that in my planner so that at a glance I can sort of look and think, oh, look at all those fun days that we've got coming up that month, and I can use that to refer to. Then, because this planner starts in December, but I had no intentions of using it until the new year, I've put in here a picture of one of my major goals for the new year, and that is to move to the beach. It's time for a change. My girls have left home. I'm free to go where I want to go. So plans are going to be put in place, and I want my Monday mornings to look like this. I've got quite a few things to get sorted before it can happen, but it's going to happen. So this is one of my major goals, and I found this image and went, oh my gosh, that is just so perfect. So that's what I have covered December up with because I didn't need the monthly spread. And then I have my January spread. This is the only one I've done so far. What I will do is pick a theme each month, put some pretty stickers down, throw in birthdays, and then just use the other spaces to make a brief note of something that was important that happened or is going to happen. And I can also use that as a reference if I get behind in my journaling. I can write on here any main thing that happened or anything positive, or if sad things happen too, they can pop in there, but something that I need to remember. So I've only done January. I will get to February towards the end of January when I've decided what theme I want to run with. Of course, I've just gone with all sorts of summery things for January because I'm on holidays for the first 2 weeks, which is great. And of course, it's my birthday month and I love the beach. So we've done that. Haven't touched the others yet. And then weeklies, I do have some blank pages here because this did start in November, but as I said, I didn't want to start it until the first week. I am currently on holidays. I've been up at the beach. I have to fill in a few things of importance that we did, but I haven't had time to sit down and do that yet, but I will get to that this afternoon. And I only ever do my spreads 1 week in advance. I sit down every Sunday afternoon when I get home from work, now that I work on Sundays, and I do my spread for the following week. I don't like doing them in advance. Again, I don't really know why. I just like to do 1 week at a time. So that's all that. So, of course, the rest of those haven't been touched yet. I do tend to use sticky notes for dates in advance that I need to remember. I have a few already that have to go in here. I haven't done that yet, but otherwise that all stays blank until it's time. Then we get to the notes section. I wasn't interested. I think underneath here was like key abbreviations. I wasn't interested in that. So I have created a 21 in 2021 list of 21 things that I would like to do or achieve. And I thought that was a much better spot to fill there. And then here, I just put a very pretty picture of coffee because I love coffee, surprise, surprise, just to cover up that notes page. So what have I got in my notes page? Just a few things that I find I need to refer to regularly. I love hashtag lists. Instagram doesn't like it when you use the same ones all the time. So some of the things I do post about, I've got a heap of hashtag ideas and I keep adding to those when I see them in other people's posts so that I have a nice selection for variety. So that's all my hashtag lists. Then I don't track my weight, but what I do like to do is track my waist measurement. I find that a very effective way of seeing where I am at. So each month I will just jot down my waist measurement, and my scales aren't the most accurate, and honestly I don't really care about what my weight is. I know where I'm at depending on my waist measurement, so I will track that in here. I've got a list of books to read. I've transferred these ones over from last year's planner because they're still on my to read list. So we'll get to those, and I just keep adding to it when I find a recommendation of something. Shows to watch, same thing. I've had these on my list for a little while, never got to them this year. So I will keep adding to that. Then I have just a very general packing list. My parents live hour and a half away. So when I go up to see them, I wanted a really quick list of all the basic things I need. Usually I'm only up there for a couple of days, but these are the things that I sort of really need to take with me. And so I don't forget those important things, I pop that packing list in there. This is just a work-related thing for another job that I do. A list of free image sites. Sometimes I want images for things, and I keep saving these posts that I see on Facebook and everything. So now I've actually got a list of them. If I need a free image that I know is safe to use, that's my little list for that. My wish list. Always need one of those. Haven't popped anything onto that yet. No doubt that will get very full. Then I've made a very simple deep clean tracker just for some of the main jobs, because sometimes I think, oh, I really should do such and such and such and such, and then I forget or I can't decide which one to tackle. So this is a list of some of the jobs that you don't do. I certainly don't do every day or every week, but they're jobs that do need doing every now and then. And then what I can do is just put a little tick or a little coloured dot in each month that I do them, and that way I'll know, well, hang on a minute, no, I did do that in January, I'll leave that, and we might do it again in February, or I'll get that one done, etc., etc. And if I have to do them more than once a month, well, it's no biggie, that's fine. But at least then I can look back and say, so that's when I did a deep clean of the dishwasher, you know, because I do tend to forget these things. And that's all I've got in my trackers. And even my pen test is very scarce this year because really I have my favourite pens. These are my absolute favourites that I love to use, and I just always like a reminder as to how bad the bleed through is. There's actually only one that bleeds through, which is such a pity because I love my Sharpie S Gel, but it's just has that tiny bit of bleed through I don't like. All of my other favourites, yes, there's shadowing, but there's no bleed through. The other thing I found very interesting, I bought myself some mild liners the other day because, you know, everybody raves about how wonderful they are. So I bought a couple and I did a bit of a test. And that's the mild liner. And the one above it is a Daiso pack of 5 that I paid $2.80 for. And oh my gosh, I tell you what, just if you can you see how similar they are? Honestly, I think I'm very happy with my little Daiso pack for $2.80. They're holding up very nicely against the mild liners. So I don't know if I'll be rushing out to buy a ton more of those. I think what I will do is get some more Tombow markers in colours that I like to do some highlighting with. But anyway, we'll see where we go. And I haven't popped anything in the back yet because I have no idea what I want to put there. But otherwise, that's it. My hobo is set up and ready to go. I have 5 other planner arrangement things that I will be using, and I will do some videos on those when they are fully finished. I'm afraid 2020 ran away and left me behind. It just got too busy, so I haven't finished all that yet, but I will get to them. So I wish you all the very best for 2021, hoping that it is a much kinder, much calmer year than the one we've just done. It was tough for many, and let's hope we don't have to go through all of that again for another whole year. So until next year, stay safe, stay happy, and stay well. Until then, bye for now.